What's up, guys? Today let's take a look at LADoTOYS Daisy Taurus, the third figure in their Mystic Land series. The first two figures are Leah. Please stand, Leah. That would be nice. Thank you. And Tonya. This line so far has been excellent. So even though it may not be everyone's cup of tea because, first Bishoujo, the second is furry, but in my opinion, this is one of the best or the best line on the market right now in terms of figure quality and value proposition because they're very cheap and they're very nicely done. And I'm happy to say Daisy here is also very good. There's something that's not really related to the quality that some people might not like, but overall, this is still a very, very high quality figure for a very affordable price. So without further ado, let's take a look at the figure. First thing first, I'll just get it straight out of the way, okay? Even though I don't care about quote-unquote furriness, she doesn't really look that much furry to me for a furry line. She has cow ears, cow horn, and a cow tail, but outside of that, she just looks like a regular German beer girl, which I guess I understand why they do this. This is mainly for mass appeal, okay? But still, their core audience probably not gonna like this. I'll make a comparison here. Like this is Aroshima's what's it? Campella kit, okay? Kimopella, okay? And this is Hobby Kayaki. She can't stand up, so I'll just let it here. These two are very furry compared to Daisy here. And even the snail shell Tiger Girl Garu also looks noticeably more furry than her, which again, some people might like this. Some people might prefer the more quote-unquote furriness. But, it is what it is. Okay? Let's get these out of the way. It would be nice that they could offer some accessory part for the more furriness. But I think the main package is good enough because at the end of the day, I don't really care about it either way. Like if they have accessory part, I'm gonna buy it. If they don't, well, but I could understand that if some people saw this and say, she doesn't really look furry. The aesthetic on this figure is still very, very good. Okay, for a figure that's in my local price is less than 30 bucks. This is crazy amount of paint job on her, right? The hair detail, let's get a snail shell here for comparison. Yeah, snail shell's hair detail, like the hair strand, is still noticeably better. That's why they're the top, okay? But I do like how they do the heels. Like this kind of heel is very hard to stand up. This is much better. And they don't make the mistake of sushing. Like this soft heels cannot stand, especially in the hot weather. So yeah, like the overall shading on this figure is very nicely done. Okay, look at the stocking and the shading on the pants. Oh, sorry, pants, what am I thinking? Skirt. Okay, little detail paint here. Shading, like shading is pretty subtle, especially on the bright white light, but it is more noticeable on the normal lighting, okay? Shading on the hair, very nice metallic paint on the horn, on the belt, okay? And this is a separate piece and soft. Nothing down there, okay? Don't bother. Side squish. Yeah, very nicely done figure for a very affordable price. So I'm very happy with what they offer here, and also like the proportion a bit better. Have to drag snail shell a little bit. Sorry for the snail shell lovers. I definitely prefer this kind of proportion over this, even though they're completely different style. Okay, let's take a look at her articulation. The head can look down. If you want to look up, then you have to adjust the hair. The hair is on a ball joint, okay? She can look up this much. If you want to do side to side and rotation, again, you have to adjust the pigtail and rotation and tilt. The ear is also articulated on a ball joint. The neck is a pretty classic Bishoujo neck joint, okay? But if you like try to tilt too much, it's gonna split, so be careful with that. Let's adjust the hair a little bit, okay? Put the face back on. Shoulder, no butterfly joint. Ooh, this is a little bit tight. Forward, back, 360, no issue. Raise way over 90 because there's visible joint here, okay? Bicep swivel, this is a like separate piece. Elbow, good looking elbow. Wrist ball, okay? There is a diaphragm cut and a waist joint under there, but for design like this, pretty much no range at all. Like you can crunch forward a little bit, crunch back a little bit. Tilt is okay, and rotation here. No rotation here because the joint is here, okay? Hip joint, there's a drop down, like a little bit. You can kick forward this much. Back, pretty much nothing. Side is a lot better because there's a split, on the side of the skirt. She can't cross leg. She can only touch feet, which I guess is okay, but there definitely should be a mechanism to allow female figures to cross leg. It's very important for their nuance posing, okay? Side swivel, double joint knee, good looking knee, okay? And ankle, I got the ankle ball right. You know what, I'm gonna use this side. Go back, forward, rocker, not a lot of rocker, but with a heel like this, not gonna need it. And toe joint. This side is okay. This side is very loose, which is unfortunate. I don't really think the heels need toe joint, but here we are. So yeah, her articulation is nothing really crazy, but for a character like this, not much you can do unless you do full cloth sculpt. Oh, and her tails can rotate, and that's it. So yeah, let's take a look at her accessories. For faces, she come with 2 extra. Let me zoom in a little bit. They're pretty good, although I wish there's a happier face among the two. And the stick for adjusting the eyes. You know, typical stuff. And for hand, she come with 2 gripping hand for holding accessories. 1 open hand, which I'll explain later. 1 pointing hand. That's all the hand. And she also come with a arm folding piece, which I'm not gonna do it on camera because it's kind of hard. Basically, it's pull out the arms and put the arm folding piece under the breast and push, okay? It's a little bit hard to do on camera. I have tried. And she also comes with 2 beer cups, sorry. And also they come with a beer effect piece. Okay. The gripping hand holds it okay. Okay, that's not too bad. And a plate. This is for the open hand to hold. Unfortunately, there's no magnet and peg or anything, so it's not very useful, to be honest, especially when you consider that you're supposed to put the beer bottle on them. It's very hard to balance. She also got this magical stick, I would imagine. And this is a translucent cow gem on the top. This is also double as the broomstick. Okay, there's a magnet inside. However, this is like rather heavy, and she's gripping hand cannot really hold it very well, as you might imagine. So that's unfortunate. And a stand. Oh, and of course, her cowtail, okay? It's not wired, just a single piece, and you just plug in on the hole on the dress. All right, that's all the accessories. For the price, I think this is definitely good enough. There's just some nicks I need to pick with the accessories. For example, the plate definitely should have a plug-o on both sides, so you can put the beer cup and the hand more securely. All right, let's take a look at the size comparison. In case people skip the opening, these are comparison with the first 2 LADoTOYS, Aoshima's Kimopella and Snail Shell Garu, with Husky Mate Gunner, Snail Shell Rena, yeah, I think Rena, and Sushin Guardian Arena and Kotobukiya. And if you're wondering about my experience with Rena, she's okay. She's not particularly amazing or anything, but she's alright by Snail Shell standard. The big thing is, first, the arm is still pretty short. The second is the thigh, and the rest of the leg has very noticeable color difference, okay? I got it because she is a homage to Ultraman, and I'm a big Ultraman fan. And lastly, with a bunch of recent released female blank bodies. So yeah, a very solid figure for a very affordable price point. If you've been collecting furry stuff, which I think there's more and more in recent years, which is good, right? Everybody should have their options. Or just be shoujo figure in general, or just good figure in general, because this is, like, by objective standard, this is a very, very good figure. So I would recommend to anyone who just want good figures. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.